That way, really easy. Sometimes the more you guys create, the harder it is to try to find your own content. So I do love the fact that they do have a quick and easy way to search your particular content. Just make sure you toggle over here to the projects page. Everybody, thanks so much for taking your time out today to jump in and learn some Canva with us. I'm April Tucker. I'm here with my business partner, Jennifer Tucker, and yeah, we're really excited to jump right in. We have a lot of ground to cover today, so we really want to just dive in fast and furious. So for anybody who has been using Canva, right, at any sort of a mid to high level, some of this might seem pretty elementary, but we also have so many people here from so many different wavelengths of Canva that we can't 100% pinpoint what your basis is. So some of it might seem pretty foundational, but those foundational things were things you had to learn at one point. Then as we go through, we'll start to get into some really fun tips and tricks of how you guys can use Canva to really help elevate the marketing behind your real estate business, your real estate team, your brokerage, whatever your business may be that you guys have set up. Jen and I were team leads down here in the Omaha Metro. We run an approximately 30-person team, and a lot of what we do is really rooted in the branding and the content creation for our agents. Everything from individual buyer packs, the listing packs, to just sold, just listed, everything across the board. So I want to go ahead and jump straight on into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And let's get moving here. Oh, wait, hold on one second. There we go. Share the screen, and we will pull up this one. There we go. All right, hopefully everybody can see that. So Jen and I are going to be doing some tag teaming of this. I'll be controlling the front-facing portion of things here. All right, so everybody should be pretty familiar with what this interface of Canva looks like. So there's two different versions of Canva. You can have your free account and you can have your paid account. Jen, do you remember, is it like $120 a year for the paid account?
Yeah, or it's about $20 a month. You can get a bulk, if you pay annually, there's a discount.
Perfect. Yep. So I think it is the best money that Jen and I spend in our business. I mean, when I put everything on in front of me, Canva probably gets the most use out of any other platform, except for maybe our transaction coordination platform that we use. So when you first pull it up, this one here is your interface. What I want to walk you guys through first are just some basics of how you even get started. So you guys will see there's a couple different search options. Create a design is going to be a super simple place to start. So if you already know that you want to create an 8.5 by 11 flyer, go ahead and click here. If you want to do an Instagram story, scroll on down. If you want to create a letter or a poster presentation, you'll see it has the name of the content is, and then it has the size of it typically next to it, or landscape or whatever the case may be. This is the really simplest, easiest way to jump in to start to create content quickly and easily. So if you know a specific size, go ahead and find it in here. They also have custom size. So if you know that what you're wanting to create is an 8 by 8 document, you guys can put it right in here, click on create new design, and that pops it up for you and you guys can start creating. So keep in mind there is a custom size to this, but the most fun place to start is what we want to start taking you guys through here. So this is probably the most powerful piece of all of it. It says use 5+ words to describe your design. So what I want to do right now is put in the words open house flyer. And let's see what it pops up with. There we go. This is the easiest way for you guys to start to create content on the fly. So what I'm going to do, if you guys scroll through, obviously there are so many options. It's a little bit eye-popping, right? Scroll through until you find one that catches your eye that you like. So let's just say that it is this first one. Click on it. And then just ignore this stuff for right now. Click on customize this template. And that is going to pull up your customization boards. This over here is your menu, right? So depending on what it is that you want to do with this, you guys will find kind of your starting pieces over here to the left. Coming in down here, you guys can make it bigger, smaller. If there's more than one document, it'll show the grid view. So if it's 5 pages, it would show all 5 pages here. And then, of course, if you guys want to make it full screen so you guys can see how it can look in real time, if it were printed or really in front of you, that is the easiest way to check on all of your details. So for this, let's go ahead and start diving right in. Of course, super easy to start to customize. Click on something, drag it up, drag it down, whatever the case may be. If you double click on it, right, this is where you guys can start to customize what it says. Saturday from 11 to 1, 123 Main Street, Omaha, Nebraska, right? Coming in down here, really easy to customize, pop your information in here, right? If you guys want to delete something, just click on it, come up here and just hit the delete button. So easy to customize. If you guys want to group some stuff together, click over it, drag down and grab everything you want, hit group, and now you guys can move everything as one unit. If you want to ungroup it, just click there. So you guys, that is the quickest and easiest way to start to use Canva. If you come in here and you guys want to upload specific like listing photos or whatnot, you guys will click here on uploads, go to upload files, and mine's currently in a zip. You guys cannot do it in a zip, but if this was the front picture of my house and I wanted to upload it, I double click on that, bring it in, and then to drag that, let's say it's this picture, you just drag and pop it in. Really super simple to start to customize anything you guys want. That is the easiest place. Jen, do you have anything to add to that?
No, one of the things that I love is being able to drag directly from your downloads on the upper bar. So you're not having to go to click upload files and through that. That Canva makes it super easy to just drop and go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So just right there, quick and easy, drop it in, all good to go. If that is all you guys know how to do from starting out, it's just a matter of coming in here, putting in what you guys want, picking a template that you guys love, and popping in your details. Start there. If you don't know where else to start, start there. Don't overly customize something, and you will find it's really easy to custom tailor any piece of content already built into Canva super, super easily, okay? So here's another example. Let's say we come in here, we go to search this, and let's say we want a for sale Facebook post, okay? Check this out. We come through, and let's say we're like, oh, this one here is looking pretty nice. Let's click on this one. We'll click there, customize this template. And I want to show you guys some tips and tricks to keep this super simple for you guys. All right, so let's say that we want this to say for sale, right? And let's say we want this second one here to say 123 Main Street, Omaha, Nebraska. I am going to ungroup both of those because I want to drag this one down just very slightly and make that words much bigger. I'm going to grab and drag these straight out to the edges and make them about as big as I can before they hit the edges and go down to the next slide. I'm going to use my arrows on my keyboard to drag that back up very slightly. And if I want to change my fonts, I come up here and let's say I like that font. All right, for sale. I come back over here to my uploads. Let's say I drag in a couple of photos that I'm really liking with this house. Let's say I like that photo and let's see, that photo and that one and that one. See how quick and easy that is? You guys, super fast, super easy. Now I have a for sale post that I can turn around and go jump up. I download this as a PDF, so I can click on share, download, or I download as a PNG, that's as a picture. So if I download that, now I can go jump over to Facebook, and as soon as I'm live, I already have my content created. So I have a for sale flyer ready to fire off at a moment's notice. But check this out. You guys see this fun little thing right here? This is duplicate page. I'm going to click on that. Now I created a duplicate. And instead of saying for sale, I'm going to say pending. And I'm going to click on it one more time and say sold. Okay. Now what I've in essence done is I've created 3 different pieces of content that look super streamlined, that I could download all 3 of these before I'm even live on the market. That way, when it's a football game and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm watching my kiddos play and 123 Main Street goes under contract, I already have my pendant information, my post ready. I can turn around and throw that in a moment's notice out there on social media. You guys, I use this duplicate button all the time. I think that's a brilliant button for you guys to be using to start to create very streamlined, very consistent posts for everything that you guys are doing. So definitely make sure you guys are paying attention to this duplicate. Now check it out. Let's say I went through and I created this for sale post, and I want to turn this into an open house flyer because I want to keep the same feel and the same consistency of the colors and the fonts and the photos. If you guys pay for your pro subscription, which I recommend every real estate agent should pay for it, I'm going to come up here to this magic and resize button, and I'm going to click on flyer because I want it to be a printable 8.5 by 11. Click on continue, and I'm going to go to copy and resize because I want to keep this design. So I'm not trying to resize this specific design. I want to copy it into its own design. Now let's open that one up. And not only do I now have very pretty content that I can put out there on social media, I can also put flyers in my house that overall match the feel of it. So I can group those together, drag it up. I love how the purple lines show up because that just gives me a good guide to kind of know where my bleed lines are and where to try to keep my content in. And now I can come over here and I can grab some text and I can pop this in and I can say, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and I can start to pop in some details about this house, whatever I wanted to say. And then I can make a copy and pull it in. See how my lines keep it nice and square? I can do 3-car garage, right? And I can do private backyard. And you see how I just kind of created like 2 squares that kind of look nice and neat and even, and you could even pop in if you wanted to and do a 3rd one over here. However you guys want. Have fun with it as far as that goes. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to start to create these templates from scratch of coming in here, searching for what you want, pulling up content that catches your eyes, and how you could just simply and easily create duplicates so you have just listed, pending, sold, open house flyers, pretty much any piece of content across the board that you want. So that was the first place that we started there. Did anyone have any questions on any of that? Or I don't see anything. Oh, we got one here in the chat. Oh, great question. Where do we go back to find them again? Yes, great question. So no matter where you are in Canva, let's say you're in here and you're creating and you're trying to have some fun with it, right? And you're having fun. Always come back here, click on these 3 buttons, click on home. And when you scroll down a little bit, it has all of your designs. So this is the easiest place to go back and to find the content that you want to go back in and keep editing, all right? So again, the 3 buttons, click on home, scroll down a bit, and it's going to show you all of your recent designs. Now, let's say that you created something a couple months ago and you want to find it. When you guys come up here to search your content, you see how this toggles back and forth? This is to search every single template that's in Canva. And when you come over here to projects, you can search your own. So if I put in for sale and press enter, I will find all of my old content that has the words for sale somewhere on it. You guys see that? So for sale is going to be somewhere else here in this, viewer's guide. But that way, really easy. Sometimes the more you guys create, the harder it is to try to find your own content. So I do love the fact that they do have a quick and easy way to search your particular content. Just make sure you toggle over here to the projects page. Okay. All right. Jen, you want to start walking them through some of the stuff on the branding and I'll start putting it all together here?
Absolutely. So to further the expediency of being able to create things on the fly, building a brand board can help you keep consistency in what you're putting out in your marketing. One way to do that is identifying your colors, identifying the fonts, and we can do a whole nother presentation on building your brand and helping you put together a brand. But for today's sake, after you've had that building brand conversation and you kind of know what fonts you lean into, what colors you lean into, your next step that you can do with Canva is to build out what's called a brand board. On the left-hand side, when you have the paid version, it has the little crown next to it. There is a drop-down menu that says brand. You'll want to click on that. When you build a brand kit, and I think the free version only gives you one brand kit, but then the paid version gives you multiple brand kits that you can build out. This is a kind of a hub. It's like telling Canva, I want to use all of these colors. I want to use these photos. I want to use these logos. I want to use these fonts. And Canva will keep it all in one beautiful space. What we're going to do today is build out a really quick brand board to show you how to execute that. You need to click on a new brand board. And I think, are we going to use brand brewers today?
Let's just add a new one from scratch.
Okay, so we'll just build a new one out from scratch. You name your brand board whatever you want. Yep, we can do a test brand. We always find it fun to kind of click create to come up with colors and stuff by harnessing Pinterest. So we can go over to Pinterest and you can type in whatever it is that you're passionate about. If you love the ocean or rose petals or something, okay, love that. Rose gold, that's your thing.
Yeah, I like rose gold.
What I love about the Pinterest is it already kind of starts putting colors together to match. So you can scroll through Pinterest and find any image that you want that you go, wow, I really like that combination of colors. It really just helps us kind of narrow in and identify. Otherwise, you'll get lost in all of the colors of the rainbow and which ones go with which. So which one do you want to pick today, April?
Let's go with, I'm kind of liking this minty one over here. So I'm going to save this image. Save. It's so easy just to start to get some fun brand board ideas. If you already have them, of course, it makes it much easier. But in this case, I'm going to come back in here. Yep, so I saved that one.
Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up a new project. There you go. And she dropped it into your logo piece. You can add any of your, any PNG, any image that you want into the logo piece. So, yep. And once you pop that in there, you can get the logo colors and Canva will automatically try to identify the predominant colors and then start to fill it out in the colors menu bar. Sometimes it's really efficient. Sometimes it's not. When it's not getting the colors that you want, then we can show you how to get those colors pretty quick. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really working for her on that one today, is it?
That's all right.
So the way to get it the colors that you want is you just want to go over to a different tab. You want to start just a new project and you're going to want to drop that photo into a new project.
So let me show you guys where we just went on that here real fast. Since it wasn't pulling out, it's really cool when you guys are in that brand board. Sometimes when you guys are creating a new one and you guys just pop any picture you want into here. Let me see if I can find one more that's got more color on it. Let's say it's this one. Save it as. And we're just going to pull that one right in. And click on these three buttons here. Get logo colors. So you guys can see it kind of pulled out a few of those colors, the gray, the dark, the white. Sometimes it pulls out if there's purple, all the different purple colors. Like it's just a place to start, just the quickest and easiest place to start. But in this case, we want to pull more colors out. So just to clarify what we had just said here, go ahead and click back to brand, back to home. And when you guys are back here on your home page, go ahead and just click on any blank template up here. Doesn't really matter which one. It could be Instagram post, Facebook post, flyer. In this case, I'm going to click on Facebook post. And you guys will see this just brings up a blank document, which can be very intimidating if you guys are trying to just, design something from scratch. But that's not necessarily what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, grab that photo that I like those colors on, and drag it in. Can you guys see how it's in here now? I'm gonna click on it, and that's as easy as it is, you guys. I mean, you guys can either drag and bring it in, or just click and it's gonna bring it in. I'm gonna make it bigger by dragging on these corners down here. You see that? Because I wanna be able to see what those colors are. Now check this out, you guys wanna see something super fun? I think it's super fun. Here we go.
This was a slick trick that when April showed me blew my mind. A lot of people don't know you can do this. Pretty cool.
It is super fun. So let's say I want to make this my brand board. I'm loving each one of these colors that are in here, obsessed with them, right? I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click on my elements. And keep in mind, start building a brand board this way if you don't have one. It's super fun. Elements, and then I'm going to go into my shapes. And I'm just going to grab a circle. You see how that pops the circle right in? And it just gives it a random color that's actually a very pretty color. You guys will learn I love pink. Now, I want to pull out these exact colors for my brand board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the circle, and you guys will see that brings up a menu of items up here, and I want to click on the color. Two things. One, if you come down here, they should have something called photo colors where it's starting to pull out some of the exact colors. In this case, none of these are the ones that I want. So I'm going to come back up. I'm going to click on this little plus button, add a new color, and you guys see this handy little dropper? Check this out. It says pick a color from the design. You guys see that circle there that has that tiny little square in the center? What you're going to do is you're going to position that little tiny square over the exact pixel that you guys want to pull the color from. So if I come up here to this one and I want to get the slightly darker pink color, I'd set it there. If I want more of like the taupey pink, I'd put it there, whatever the case may be. But in this case, I'm loving this mint. I'm gonna click on it, and there we go. You guys, that is an exact match to the color right there. You guys see how that like perfectly disappears into it? There is your quickest and easiest way to start to pull out exact colors from any photo, any design, anything that you guys are loving. All I did then was I clicked on it. I clicked on this duplicate button. I'm going to drag it up slightly, click on my color, plus, dropper, loving the pink. See how easy?
And the cool thing is that Canva already identifies the color code on it. So when you do the droplet, you don't have to sit here and try to figure out what the color code is. The droplet, once you position it and get the color you want, Canva identifies that color code for you.
It is, yeah, exactly. And I'm going to show you guys that here in 2 seconds. That's such a great point. I have something here in the chat. How does Canva work for creating sticky and creative videos? Do you recommend for? Yes, really, really good. It's super easy just to upload your videos, your content into it, and to do really easy editing of, for multiple videos channels. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. And then you said, can you read what that other one said there, Jen, while I'm showing him this?
So did you put the copper over the color circle on the sheet you imported? Oh, the dropper. So did you put the dropper over the color circle on the sheet you imported? Yes.
Yes.
So the dropper helps you identify the very specific pixel of color that you're looking for. And when you see as she hovers over the color, you'll see on the left-hand side, the pixels kind of change. I don't know if my screen's updated. I might have to move the chat a little bit.
You're fine.
Yep,
that's exactly right. You just hover it right over the exact color you want to pull out. And you see how it just grabbed that kind of bluish color out of the word Blair, puts it right in there. I'm going to hit this button right here to go back one. But yeah, that's as quick and easy as that is. I just think it's the most brilliant thing. Okay, just can't see the dropper hovering.
Yeah, okay, you're right. The dropper is not reflecting on the video. Sorry about that.
Oh, interesting. I wonder why. Oh, so strange. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, so check it out. I have got now, let's say 4 colors that I'm loving to start a brand board. This is what comes next. I'm going to come back here to my next tab over, because keep in mind, when you start a new design, it opens it up in a new tab. So I'm going to go ahead and click back on my home tab. So I've got both of these tabs open. I'm going to go back into my brand. And here's that test board that I just started. I'm going to delete that one. Yes, delete it. Now check this out. I'm going to click back over here. I'm going to click on my pink color, the plus, and look at, there's the exact hex code that I need. So I'm going to Command C, come back in here, Command V, and there we go. That is how easy it is to start to create your specific colors for branding across the platform of everything that you guys create. Command C. I'm going to show you how this all comes together here in a minute. So when we're talking branding, while I'm finishing this up, Jen, what are the different, you should have a dark, a light, what is that looking like?
Yeah, so whenever you're creating a band, having multifaceted colors is really important. A dark color to kind of anchor it. It's fun to have a pop of color, something really bright and cheerful. You also want to have neutrals to kind of create some stability as well, because if everything is so dark, then all of your presentation looks dark. And if everything is so light, it's just really hard to see any kind of definition. So having those different types of variances of colors is really important to really cause your brand to stand out. It's also important to be able to identify different fonts. You want to have like a title font, and those can be kind of fun, but then you also want like an anchoring font like Lato. Lato is a really great font because it's recognized by a lot of different social media platforms, things like that. It creates a lot of consistency and clean lines that's easier to read the finer print. So when you're running into those subheading and body type content, the Lato or something along that lines is really helpful. And then having the squirrely fonts and the fun stuff on your titles and everything is where you really want to kind of venture out a little bit.
Yep, so I'm just giving it something really light and really dark here. That's kind of a pretty one to pop in. Okay, we have our first brand board set up. So exactly what she was just saying, you always want one dark anchoring color, which would be like this one here. You always want to have a contrasting lighter color, which I would really consider this one to be the lighter color. You always want to have at least two neutral colors, which would be these two colors right here. And then you always want to have a fun pop of color. And my fun pop of color in this one here would be this pink one over here. Not something you want to splash over all of your designs, but just enough to give it a nice pop somewhere in your design. So again, really basic here. Now check this out. Let's go back to our brand, back to home. Let's pull up this one here that we had made, the for sale. Now check this out. As you guys are creating your content, what you're going to do is just click. So kind of this whole thing lights up, which usually just is, clicking on the whole background of it. So, instead of clicking on something specific, I click on the background. So this color pops up. And then this first thing that should pop up should be your brand board. But if you have more than one brand board, in our event, we have a ton of brand boards, go ahead and click the brand board that you want to apply to your document. So I'm going to click on the test and select the brand kit. Now check it out. Really easy to take and to turn these into my brand colors. And you can see where when you start to create your content, it becomes really easy to keep that consistency across the board. So I changed that little outline to dark. I'm going to click on change all, and now all three of those are dark. Okay. Or I could take this if I wanted to go with the dark one. Ooh, that's pretty, right? And then if I wanted to change my font, this one here is my test brand fonts that I just set up. Woo, that's not going to work. Those are all caps. Ooh, that's not going to work either. Command C. Sometimes you have to play with it. All right, we'll keep it right there. But you guys, really, really easy. So now if we come back here, we go to File and, it's the three dots, and go back to Home. We can go ahead and click into our next one that we had created. Let's say it was this. And now it's easy to click here and to have your brands all set up. Let's change all of that to that light green. Let's change that to that color, so on and so forth. You guys see how that starts to become easy? They say that it takes approximately 21 times of seeing somebody consistent from you, from seeing something consistent, before they start to associate your name with your brand, right? So if mint green is going to be your tying anchor of your brand, and that's what you want people to know you as, you have to be using the identical hex code. You have to be using the same consistency across the platform of everything that you create. And the cool thing about Canva is there is so freaking much that you guys can create with it. So again, to start to create, just a quick recap, to start to create that brand board, come here to your main interface, click on brand, and then go ahead and add new. And you can call it like, you know, my real estate brand board or whatever you want. Now, keep in mind, and we always tell this to everybody, before you start to dive into your own colors and your own fonts, it's always really important to check with your real estate brokerage. Make sure they don't have any parameters around what you're allowed to use, what you're not allowed to use. You know, that's always a very important piece of this. So we know our parameters with our brokerage. We know where we're allowed to use it, where we're not allowed to use it, you know, so we get very creative with our colors because we're allowed to get creative. So just always make sure you guys are checking on that before you dive too deep into all of your brand type of stuff. Alrighty, so the next thing I want to show you guys here is a really fun thing because social media is obviously a huge piece of what we do, right? So again, we're going to come back here to home. We're in our main interface. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this apps. And that's going to pull up, you guys. I mean, the apps are unbelievable. I should probably go ahead and show you guys the video. But when we're here in this apps, I want you guys to look over here on, on this side of your screen. You guys see this one called Content Planner. This is really powerful. If you like to share content to your social media pages, right, and you pay for your yearly subscription to Canva, there's no need to pay for anything else like Hootsuite or anything like that. Check it out. We're going to click on Content Planner. And what it does is it pulls up calendars. So I can go ahead and flip through, you know, I've got the month of April, month of May, so on and so forth. Okay. Now this is when you come up here, I think it's add new, no, new post. So I believe the first time you set it up, it has something that pops up that says, you know, what social media content or planner do you want this to connect to? Right here, connect social accounts, right? So you guys will click on that and you guys can set this up to auto post to your Instagram, to your Twitter, to your Facebook group, so on and so forth, okay? I already have mine set up, but I wanna show you guys how this works because this really is very powerful. Let's say you guys want to pre-schedule out the next quarter worth of Facebook posts. National Hamburger Day, super easy. Let's click there. First thing that it's going to do is it's going to give you a whole bunch of different designs to choose from. Just go ahead and pick up one of those. And let's say you guys want that one. Look at how quick and easy that is. National Cheeseburger Day. Now, if you guys have your logos, right? What you're going to do is come in here to logos and you guys can upload your logos directly to Canva, which is so easy. I don't think I have any just right offhand that I can download this very second, but let's say this right here was my logo. All you do is just double click on your logo and it's going to pull it up right in here. So for this one, let me come in here and go to, let's say we want to do brand brewers. Okay. I'm just going to grab and let me take one of the dark ones, pop it in right down here, and you would put in your logo on it. So easy. And edit photo. Let me get rid of that background because I don't want the black on it. Make it more of a transparent logo. Or it doesn't work great on this, but at least gives you guys an idea. Now, check it out. Here's the trick. Once you have your actually like that better with the dark background. Once you guys have your post set exactly how you guys want it, I'm going crazy with it over here. You're going to come up here. You're going to go to share. You're going to go to schedule. And it already has it set on the day. So that was on May 28th. If you guys click here, you guys can have it post, let's say at 9 a.m, right? And then you click on selected channel. In this case, I wanted to go to my Facebook page, right? And then here I would connect it over to Facebook. I don't have this particular account set up, but this is exactly how it would look for you. Once you click here, then you would click on the page that you guys would want. In this case, it would be like Copper Group 1. That creates the connection. And then it says, congratulations, it'll just automatically launch this off on the 27th at 9 o'clock in the morning. You guys, easiest way to start to build out your content calendar and to start to get that consistency is to be using your brand board, getting your colors in here, getting your logos across the board, and then setting up a really easy social media content. When we come back in here, right, it gives you some ideas of, you know, what you can do, right? So National Hamburger Day, World Environment Day, kind of surprised Mother's Day isn't in here. I'm sure it was somewhere. But I always find that I'm not quite sure what to post on half the days, which is where I really love this right here. So I'm going to copy this and I'll come in here to my chat. Yep, I'll answer those here in a second. Right now, you know that if you are, well, thank you, I appreciate that. Now you know that if you are going through and you're creating stuff and you need something, let's say for May 24th, all you have to do is come in here, come over here to May, and come on down to the 24th. I'll go figure there's nothing here on the 24th. Let's say it's the 27th. There's a million different versions of this and everyone has different things. Let's say that it is the 27th, right? That's National Decoration Day, right? So on and so forth. Really easy to come up with all sorts of different days. Army birthday, flag day, so on and so forth. I know like here in Nebraska, they have like now, you know, statewide Nebraska Day, things like that. So just really have a lot of fun with it. Use this as a good guide to start to build out your content planner. For those of you who run a team, right? We pre-plan out everybody's birthday posts. So they automatically launch on the birthdays. All of their copperversary is what we call it here, our copperversary posts, and like their 1 year, 2 year, 3 or 4 year plus anniversaries on the team. We have like National, you know, Assistant Day ready to fire off. We have so much stuff just pre-planned, ready to fire off at all times. So you guys use this, take advantage of the fact that you guys have this really easy content creation in here. I just think it's super epic. I know here on the chats, can you add hot links with the calendar? Can you explain what you mean by hot links, David? There we go. I think you're good.
Okay, unmute. Yeah, a hot link to go to a landing page.
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So all you do is when you set it up here, I'll show you if we come back in. So the best way to do that, if you want to create your design, and you come up here and you do share and schedule on the 28th. This is your caption. So, hey guys, I should have showed you that, you know, drop your favorite cheeseburger joint in the Omaha Metro below or a list, you know, of my faves. Feel free to click on this link and then you would just copy and paste the link right in of whatever landing page you created in order. Is that what you're asking, like that?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I apologize. I probably should have walked you guys through that. Yeah, absolutely. Really great way to be constantly putting your landing pages and your links out there. So this is where your actual, whatever you want the post to say, and then the accompanying graphic. Yeah, great question. Also got the, no, it does not need to be a Facebook business page. I believe you can do it to your personal page, but I could be wrong. I'd have to look into that for you. I know you can do it to Facebook business pages, and you can also have them go to groups. And so that's a really great thing. So if you guys do have, like, for example, I've got Nebraska House Hunters, you know, Facebook group set up, or Home Buyers Boot Camp group, or my Raving Fans page, right? If you guys don't have a Raving fan page, you should. I know, Jenn, you've got one. I've got one. That we put all of our past clients into, and you know, really easy to, you know, your monthly cleaning calendar, or, you know, monthly things you should be paying attention to around your house, or things like that. You know, you can auto post those to all of your groups. I think if you have then you can do landing pages on personal. Yep, I think that you are correct. And we have something in here in the QA. Does auto post making it look like an organic post, or does it take the post as Canva? It does not take it as Canva. That's a great question. Whoever put that in there. No, it does not take it to Canva. So yep, it just looks like it's just something that you just organically posted on there, and quick and easy. So again, to get to that, I just want to show you guys again. We came in here, we went to apps. Once you're in your apps, I mean, you guys, this is like game-changing amount of stuff here. We come over here, we go to Content Planner, and then that's where we pull it up. Jen, what am I missing in that?
I think you've covered it all. It's pretty simple. The thing that I love is that if you start working a system where you can start time blocking, whether once a month, once every couple of weeks, you could really set up a lot of consistency between creating your brand board and setting up the social media in your or the automatic posts in your social media. And I think that's the piece that a lot of people are missing is the consistency. So if you plan, you know, before the month starts and you already have your brand board going, you could really create with ease with just maybe an hour's worth of work, a month's worth of content. And getting it synced up to your channel is really important. I know we don't have it here today. There's a couple of moving steps on it, but Canva's pretty slick about guiding you through those steps to sync it up to whatever social media platform you're looking for. So yep, that's all I got.
Awesome. And I did just get the answer here, and I appreciate that, Jen. Somebody just asked if you can post videos. Absolutely. So all you do is when you come in here and you click, right, on what you want, and you click on add, right? And you guys click on create a design. Just go ahead. We can put in video. It can be literally any size, anything. You guys can take, let's say, the video that you guys created. I don't know if I have any here right now, but you know, if I have like an open house tour that I want to put in there, all I do is just drag that video in and then click it in here, and you guys can have as much fun as you want. And then you guys can still come up here to share and then share in schedule, which I already have it here, I think, on the scheduler.
Essentially, if you can create it in Canva, it'll link to your Facebook page or your social media page.
Yep. So yeah, so have some fun playing around with that. Okay, let's go back home here. All right, you guys, check this out. Wonder if I can get this in here.
There's no audio on our side. I'm not sure if they hear it on their side. There's no audio. No, there's still no audio, April.
Okay, that's fine. Oh. Sorry. Okay, so I don't think there's any audio. It's literally just music. There's no talking or anything in that. Can you guys hear me now, though? I want to make sure that's working.
Yep.
Okay, perfect, cool. All right, so you guys, this is the new Magic Studio that just launched, and it's actually really impressively powerful. I know Jen and I have been using it so freaking much, and everything that we've been designing. So that was just a couple little things that you guys can do, but we want to walk you through kind of some of the cooler pieces of this. Oh, good, I'm glad that my voice is working again. So let's come back home. Check this out. Let's have some fun. So let's click on Facebook posts. I usually, whenever I'm just creating something, I just start on Facebook posts. It's so easy. Let's see. Let's come down here. First and foremost, I want to show you guys if we were to upload a photo. Not a photo. Let's do, where's my uploads? Uploads. And let's take this picture of team headshots. Let me grab one of our people here. Let's go ahead and pick on, who do we want to pick on here? Let's make it Allie. Okay, check this out. So if I want to remove the background and keep the headshot, I come up here to edit photo and then just click on background eraser. So freaking easy, you guys, that is so much fun. Gonna drag and make her a little bit bigger. Bring her in over here. You can probably put kind of like a cool shape behind her. I'm gonna grab an element and let's do, or a frame. Let's do an element. Let's make it this one. Let's make that big right around her. Kind of has some fun designing something. And let's do position back. And let's make this one of our brand board colors that we're having fun with. We're in brand brewers. So again, you go into the one that you want, our test brand, select. And let's give it the green. Let's actually make her so she's actually looking 3D popping out from behind it. Woo, like right there. And if we grab on our alley, make her a little bit bigger and kind of give her that cool look right around it, right? So something like that. Okay. Whatever, just kind of having some fun. Ignore me. I will get lost in details for like hours of just like messing around with different things. So let's just start her over here. And then let's come in here and let's go to text. And then all you would do is just put in RE. I don't like that one at all. Put in RE. And let's make this, whatever that is. RE, there we go. And move her up here. Bring that one right across. With Allie B. She is the curator of bad jokes. So if you guys want to get to know all the bad jokes, go talk to Allie. That's what she's built her brand on. And I just think it's super fun. Ari with Allie B, queen of bad jokes. Okay, so gonna kind of pop that in. So you guys, that's the first thing to know. You guys can literally take any picture. Let's say we just come in here and we want this. All you have to do is hit on that background remover, and there we go. We can crop the hand right out of that if we wanted to, keep it, whatever, so on and so forth. So that is one that we use all the freaking time, is the background remover. Literally, you guys can do it with any picture. It is just absolutely insane how that works. Grab this one here. So that's a really easy way. So I want to crop that out. So I bring that there. That
I think
there.
another important feature to partner with background remover is sometimes we can get stuck with something looking one way. So I think being able to flip it once you have a background removed gives you even more versatility, because then you can use it on any side of your creation. So if you want her more left side versus right side, when you remove that background, you can flip the image as well.
So yep, check this out. So if we wanted this one here, right? And what I did was, you can see, you guys will see, I popped this picture in. And let's say I'm loving this chair and I want to do something with the chair, and I want to put it, let's say, over here, because I've got my content coming up here. I can just click on flip. There we go. I flipped it the other way. And now I can come in here to edit photo and use my background remover and literally put that chair anywhere that we want. So easy. And if I wanted to crop that table out, I could just take it right there. If all I wanted was just that chair, bring it down, so on and so forth. You guys, again, we can do this with any picture pretty much at all, make them super customizable. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is, let's say, you know, we uploaded flowers, this here, and we want to use this picture as an element in our design, but we're not really loving that color pink because it doesn't quite go with our branding. Go ahead and click on edit photo. And I want you guys to come down here to your filters. Click on see all and check it out. We can literally turn this into most any color that we want. We can get the intensity up and down on it. If we wanted to go something with a softer pink, if we wanted to go something more of a peachy pink, so on and so forth. So you guys, literally, you guys can take any picture at all and turn around and just have fun with the filters on it. We want to make it black and white, so on and so forth. So one of the really cool things about Canva is you can pretty much customize any photo that you guys want to customize. Super fun to start to play around with all of that. If I wanted to bring this one in, right? And I wanted to make it more of the peachy, whatever I want to do, more purpley, just have fun with it. So again, that's just bringing in your picture and then, you know, clicking here and having fun with your filters. So if I want to give it more of a light feeling, if I want to go with more of a red, so on and so forth. You guys, I use this all the time with my content that I bring in. I think that it is really, really fun. Now, something else that we can do is, let's see, we're liking this one here. And I'm going to set that image as my background. And let's say I wanted to make like a Valentine's Day post, right? I'm going to, because I don't like how that Allie B goes over that lollipop right there. I'm going to click here, come up here to effects, and I'm just going to put a light background on that. I'm going to change that color. Let's say I want to make it white. Take that spread down a little bit, maybe make it a little bit more round. There we go. And so you guys, I do use this background effects all the time as well. Wait, what did you use? Good question.
Yeah, Bill, so to answer your question, when you drop an image into the background, you just right click, and when you right click, it'll say set as background.
Yep, right there, set image as background. Okay, there we go. And then right click, and you can detach it. You can make a duplicate of it. So if we wanted to set that one as the background and take this one and kind of make it a slightly different color, you know, and do that as the other half. I mean, and keep making that bigger so it looks like a complete mirror image on both sides, slightly different. Just have fun with it. But yeah, that's it. Right click. Now, check this out. If you guys are in here, let's go into our projects. And let's say we were taking this post, okay? Let's just replace this current page with it, right? Now watch this. Let's say I want to take my brand colors. Let's say this is already something, actually, let me come home and show you guys a different way. Home. And let's see, let's do a get to know me. Get to know me post. And let's say that we're liking this one. Let's say we're liking, yeah, let's just say it's this one. So you guys want to create something like this, where you can pop in your picture and your information and why somebody should be reaching out to you. And we want to make this my brand colors quickly and easily. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take my upload. Where's my uploads? Right there. And let's say that these are the colors that I want. I'm going to pop that in there. And then I'm going to go to apply colors to page. And it just should have changed. Ooh. These colors might have all been too similar as it was. If I take, what would be something a little bit different? Let's say this one. And go to apply colors to page. Oh, sorry, I don't know what that is. See how easy? So what I did was I took any picture that I love, popped it on top of a template that I wanted to use, right-clicked, went to apply colors to page, and that is how easy it was for me to start to apply colors or branding that I wanted to this graphic. Let's try it one more time. So if I were to Command C that, right? And I was in here and I was like, hey, I'm really loving the colors in this, right? And I just popped in any random picture over my template. I'm going to click, go to apply colors to page. And you see how that ended up looking a lot like that picture right there. You guys, so easy. Don't get overly complicated with Canva, because that is as easy as it can be to make something into what you want it to be. I'm so glad that you find it so helpful. Yeah, I do. I just think that is the all-time coolest trick in the world. You know, apply colors to page. There we go. So super, super easy, you guys. That's what I wanted to show you in here in the Magic Studio. So again, to do that, all you guys do is, ooh, click on your post that you guys want. Let's say it is this post. Okay. And then you come in here and you click on your photos. And you guys can find any photo. If this is the photo and you guys want your post to have these colors, just right click, apply colors to page, and then get rid of that picture. And there you go. Doesn't that blow your mind? Is that not like the simplest, easiest thing you guys have ever seen in your life? I think more people should be using that because it is so much fun. Let's see. Jen, you kind of want to walk them through. I'm going to pull up this one here of Allie again, or this get to know me, and we'll show them a QR code.
Yeah, so a lot of people utilize QR codes in their business, and it can be, there's websites out there that you can pay for to have a QR code generated, but why pay for something extra when you can already build it out in Canva? And it's really, really, really easy. What I love is that you can just make your graphic, you can pop whatever you want in there. And then when you're creating a QR code, and April, did you want to jump over maybe to our website page? And
I'm just going to jump over to one here and grab it here in a second. Let me get it set up here first.
Oh, we're going to have her tee it up
Ask
first.
me anything bigger. Ask me anything. I like that.
That's a great photo.
I'm going to get rid of that second one. Meet me. Yeah. Love that photo of our staff.
And that QR code, guys, can be to your website. And going back to what she was saying about get to know me, if you wanted to create like a Google Sheet, anything that has that URL that has that link that you need to generate a QR code, this is super fun. Once you get your graphic and you know kind of ideally where you want to set that QR code.
Yep, just kind of getting one ready here.
Yeah.
And I'll show you guys how we pop that QR code in. So I do meet me, ask me anything, whatever the case may be, right? I mean, we can make that look as cute as you guys want or whatever.
While she's teeing that up, Kate, to answer your question real fast, that is in the magic effects. When you click on the photo, you go to magic effects and it's called background remover. And that's what gets rid of that background in a lot of the images.
Yep, let me get rid of some of these pages. You guys want to see how that QR code works? Let me come back into here. Whoa, I can get rid of this one. Problem is whenever I'm working in Canva, I get so many tabs open, it gets a little overwhelming. Okay, check it out. Here we go. So what you're going to do when you're in your template and you want the QR code, come on over here, right, to your main menu on the left, and you guys are going to go until you find the one that's called apps. Click on apps. There's a lot of different QR code apps that you guys can use, but really all you're going to do is come down here to popular, click on the one that says QR code, and all you do, let's say this is your website or this is a landing page that has more about you, you're just going to copy, come back into here, paste in your URL. You guys can customize it. I mean, if you guys want it to be specific colors, whatever, generate code, there it is. And now anybody who scans this QR code is going to get this page right here. You guys, have fun with this. Allie is sitting there right now teaching a class to the team, and it was just so powerful listening to her. And it was all about how you use an integration of QR codes with Google Forms in order to, one, get more information about your connections or your database, right? What's your favorite cookie? What's your favorite holiday? So on and so forth. And two, how you can use that in conjunction with landing pages to get greater lead generation when you're going after, cold leads, farming, things like that, right? The possibilities between using a QR code and landing pages in Google Forms and websites and so on and so forth is intense. Like literally there's so much fun you guys can have with this, right? So yeah, have fun with it. I think that these QR codes are definitely where a lot of things are at right now. And it is literally as easy as that. Let me show you guys one more time. So all you do is when you're here in your form, come over here, scroll down until you see the one that's called apps. Scroll down until you see popular. And then there it is. You just copy and paste your stuff in and hit generate. Now, you can also, if we come back in here, go to QR codes, and you guys will see there are, oh my gosh, yeah, there's so many, Jen. I mean, it's just absolutely insane, but check it out. Let's say one of these in here was pretty cool. Was it this one? Open, I think this was it. I really like the way that these looked because you can pop in your URL. Yeah, it goes to a website, and let's
You can change the patterns
say,
and colors, yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's just so much fun. Add, connect. I've already done this before. Oh, I've done it in my account. I don't think it's going to work here. But anyways, what it does then is it pops in this QR code right here. So you get this really funny, this fun looking round one that has this cool design on it in any color you guys want. Just looks a little bit different from your dime a dozen type of a QR code. A lot of these, if you dig into them, do have analytic trackers on them. So it'll tell you how many times it was viewed, how many times it was open, things like that. So dig into it. Again, go into your app, search for QR codes, look at how many options, start learning these QR codes, and find the ones that have the analytic trackers if that's what's going to be important. Can we do a design for a QR code, like a shape that matches the shape of our company logo? So one of these may have that in here, Bill. I know that they have things like this, like your frame makers, where I would imagine you could use this if you had some sort of a shape to it. Oh gosh, is it already time? Oh, I mean, it's so much fun going through this. Thank you, Jacob. Have fun. Look through here, Bill. I bet you they have something in here where you guys can do that. Yep. Okay, well, that was a really fast hour. If anybody wants more information on any of this, always feel free to reach out to Jen and I. We do have, we do have a full-on business set up in all of this of helping people get their branding set up, their boards, all of that kind of stuff. We love doing it. And we have another whole AI section that goes into this that we didn't even get into. So always happy to jump on and chat. Just let us know if you guys need anything. We're here for you. Awesome.
Thanks,
Cool.
guys. Bye.
Yep. All right. Thanks. Bye. Thanks, Jacob. We appreciate you having us on.